Hi everyone. I'm so excited to have you here today. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. On this channel, I'll be sharing all sorts of content I'm passionate about creating, and I hope to inspire you all to pursue your passions as well. There are autonomous regions within the nation of Spain, which is located on the Iberian Peninsula in Europe. The Royal Palace and Prado Museum in Madrid, the country's capital, are home to European masterworks. Segovia is home to a preserved Roman aqueduct and a medieval fortress called the Alcázar. Antoni Gaudí's wacky modernist structures, like the Sagrada Familia Cathedral, are what make Barcelona, the city of Catalonia, unique. Spain is one of the few travel destinations in the world with such a diverse selection of locations to see and tourist sites to explore. The wild Sierra Nevada mountain range and the idyllic white beaches and azure lagoons of its Mediterranean islands, like Ibiza, are just a few examples of the stunning natural landscape and beauty that this European nation is home to. The many cultures of the nation's various regions add to its allure. This place has a rich history, much of which may be discovered in a single city. Ancient Roman ruins, Murashara Islamic architecture, medieval castles and fortifications, as well as palaces and residences from the Castile and Habsburg eras, may be found in many Spanish towns. Moreover, most include several instances of contemporary Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and modernist architecture. The nation also epitomizes all that pertains to the pure pleasure of life: delectable cuisine, outstanding art, incredible music, exciting dances, and kind, hospitable people. We've compiled a list of the top destinations in Spain to help you plan your travels there. The first famous place I advise to go to check is Madrid. Spain's large capital city showcases the country's incredible history. It's a perfect holiday destination, as there are royal palaces, marching soldiers, a changing of the guard, and hundreds of museums to visit. No visit to Madrid is complete without visiting all three of the city's major museums. The Prado Museum, officially called the Museo Nacional del Prado, showcases what was formerly the Spanish Royal Collection of Art, while the nearby Reina Sofia Museum shows modern masterpieces like Picasso's moving Guernica. Also, the nearby Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum combines old masters with the best in contemporary art. Madrid is also a classic European strolling city, filled with green spaces to enjoy like the Buen Retiro Park, as well as wide, pedestrian-only boulevards like the iconic Gran Via. The food culture also thrives here, from casual tapas-tasting cuisine to cutting-edge, Michelin-starred molecular gastronomy. La Latina, one of the city's oldest neighborhoods, has evolved into Tapas Central with a plethora of tapas-serving establishments, most with outdoor terraces. It's fun to go from place to place, sampling each one's specialties. 2. Barcelona. In comparison to Madrid, the country's second-largest city provides a quite different kind of tourism. Its seaside position lends it a more resort-like atmosphere, replete with pleasant, sunny weather to enjoy for most of the year. Located on the Mediterranean Sea on the country's northeast coast, it also appears to have a much more contemporary, progressive atmosphere than Madrid and other Spanish towns. The massive, and always incomplete, Sagrada Familia Contemporary Church and the Joan Miró Museum, which the famous artist himself conceptualized before his passing, are two must-see tourist sites in Barcelona. Barcelona's almost 3 miles of beaches and La Rambla, a huge, tree-lined, pedestrian-only thoroughfare, are two other attractions. It's where everyone in the city tends to gather for a walk. The Mare Magnum Retail Center may be found where La Rambla meets the sea. It is situated on a separate artificial island that is nearly entirely encircled by water. You cross the Rambla de Mar wooden drawbridge, which is extremely amazing, to reach there. It opens every hour to enable yachts and sailboats to pass through. Go to La Terraza, the mall's 360-degree panoramic platform with views of the ocean and the skyline. The city's sizable aquarium sits nearby the mall on the same little peninsula and is well worth a visit. Be sure to ride the funicular, inclined train, to the top of Tibidabo, a local mountain with a stunning chapel and amusement park at the top. Stunning views of the city and the surrounding countryside will also be your reward. 3. San Sebastian. This holiday destination is located in the Basque Country on Spain's north coast. The picturesque Bay of Biscay, which leads to the Atlantic Ocean, is just next to San Sebastian. In Playa de Zorayala, there is a thriving surfing community in this well-known surf hamlet. The ability to explore the distinctive Basque culture is another benefit of travel. Spend some time at La Concha's sandy beach or go up Monte Orgol, the mountain with a castle on top that provides views of the city's port and historic old town. Spending time in that Part Vieja, a cobblestone ancient town, is enjoyable as well. There are tons of places to relax and eat pinchos in the area, as well as some very wonderful, independently owned stores, the Basque version of tapas. 4. Valencia. Valencia, a port city in Spain, has a long history of trading with the rest of the globe, particularly with Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. On the country's southeast coast, it is on the Mediterranean Sea. As the city is on the coast, there are some lovely beaches to enjoy. Albufera Park, a beachfront wetlands reserve with several hiking routes, and some good beaches, is another outdoor attraction. There are several museums in the city. The Museum of Fine Arts, Museu de Belles Arts de Valencia, with its outstanding collection of works by Spanish masters including El Greco and Goya, is a highlight. In the ancient heart of the old city, there is a sizable cathedral in the Gothic style, as well as the remains of the old city walls. See the Torres de Serranos, one of the few remaining entrances to the walled city, which served as a jail for more than 300 years. The González Mart National Museum of Ceramics and Decorative Arts is full of interesting things. Here, the emphasis is on Spanish decorative arts, and there is an amazing collection of pottery, traditional clothing, and furniture. The Natural Science Museum's extensive collection of dinosaur bones will be a hit with kids. When you're hungry, go to the city's Mercado Central, a large market hall designed in the Art Nouveau style that was constructed in 1914 and is home to food sellers and cafes, along with souvenir shops and other tourist-type businesses. You'll be surrounded by locals even though it's a well-liked tourist attraction since it's where people go to eat and hang out. The 5th place, Granada. In the southern part of Andalusia, the vibrant city of Granada is home to the magnificent Alhambra, a Moorish hilltop palace and fortress. The Alhambra Castle complex is among the amazing examples of Islamic architecture there. The Albaycin is a complete preserved Moorish old town with winding streets, and the majority of its structures date to the 8th, 9th, and 10th centuries. Being able to experience both traditional and contemporary Spain in one location makes it a fantastic tourist destination. Sierra Nevada, the region with the most southern ski resorts in Europe, is easily accessible from Granada. The sizable resort, which is just 42 kilometers, 26 miles, west of Granada, has more than 100 runs that are serviced by 17 lifts and 2 cable cars. The ski season may last from late November to early May because of the high elevation. The bright beaches of Malaga are approximately 164 kilometers, 102 miles, away from the Sierra Nevada. As a result, you may go skiing in the morning and enjoy the beach in the afternoon, or vice versa. In addition to having a sizable university, Granada has a bustling contemporary cultural scene with places to go for tapas, wonderful cuisine, and flamenco music and dance. The opulent 16th century church that holds the remains of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, who unified Spain and funded Christopher Columbus explorations, is a representation of the monarchy. 6. Ibiza. The resort island of Ibiza is among the top places in Spain for a romantic getaway. It's roughly 100 miles off the coast of Spain and is reachable by short flight or a 5 to 6 hour boat voyage. The biggest of the Balearic Islands, a collection of mostly vacation-oriented islands in the Mediterranean Sea, is Ibiza. Spain's three other biggest islands, Mallorca, Menorca, and Formentera, are also well-liked tourist destinations. Ibiza may be most known for its electronic music, beach parties, and enormous dance clubs, but it also has several wonderful family resorts and a ton of family-friendly attractions. It is a great vacation spot for singles, couples, and families since it appeals to all demographics. Portonats, San Antonio, and Santa Eulalia are tourist destinations on the island of Ibiza. Sevilla, a lovely and intriguing city in southern Spain, is another illustration of the history of the region still being alive today. It is a little city that is ideal for touring, full of Moorish buildings and palaces, Gothic cathedrals from the time of Spanish dominion, and Roman remains, from the period when Spain was ruled by kings and queens. The city served as the capital of the governing Moorish dynasty for the majority of the period it was under their control, making it a particularly rich location for Islamic history and culture. Moreover, it flourished from the 15th through the 18th centuries, during Spain's golden period, when it was the only port authorized to formally accept commerce from Spanish territories in the Americas. As Seville is the birthplace of flamenco dancing and the associated musical genre, music and dance are also taken extremely seriously here. In Tirana, a district rich with quaint cafes and performing spaces, flamenco may be experienced. The enormous Gothic church and the Real Alcazar Royal Palace complex are located in Santa Cruz, another well-liked destination to visit. Although the present Spanish royal family utilizes it while they are in town, the palace, which was originally constructed for the city's Islamic rulers, is a true example of living history. Bilbao is the capital of the Basque area, which often seems like a whole distinct nation, is this city in northern Spain. Although it is a part of Spain, it is formally referred to as an independent community. Here in this region of Spain, the language is also called Basque, and it is distinct from other regions' cuisine, music, and cultures. The amazing curved, titanium-clad Guggenheim Museum, which was built by Frank Gehry, opened in 1997, and it is credited with putting this once grimy industrial port city in Spain on the tourist map worldwide. The Art District, which is located all around the museum, is in addition to the artwork within. Oversized works of art and sculpture that are too big to be seen inside of a structure may be found here. It works well with Instagram pictures. The magnificent Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, Plaza Berria, a sizable public area with a ton of hip shops and restaurants, and crossing the Zubizarreta pedestrian bridge are just a few of the city's top cultural and tourist attractions. Malaga shows the country's North African influence and serves as yet another excellent illustration of the enormous cultural contrasts across Spanish towns. It is located on the typical, overdeveloped Costa del Sol in Spain, which is just a short boat trip from Africa. Malaga is a sizable vacation city that nonetheless honors its port city traditions and Spanish and African heritage. Picasso was born in this city, which also houses a sizable museum with an impressive collection of his artwork. The architecture and art of this city have a Moorish/Islamic influence, like many other southern Spanish towns. Alcazaba and Gibralfaro, two hilltop strongholds built by the Moors, are still standing. A sizable cathedral in the Renaissance style is also present. A thicket of generic, contemporary homes and rental apartments competing for coastal views balances the area's history and culture. The area is a popular second home location for citizens of the UK and other colder European nations due to its warm and sunny climate. The coastal and port parts of Malaga are enjoyable to explore and include some of the region's famously delicious cuisine, particularly seafood. Another great vacation spot in Spain is the stunning Costa Brava area of Catalonia. This is on the northern Mediterranean coast of the country, north of Barcelona, extending to the border with France. It's filled with small beaches, rugged cliffs, and lots of small coves, bays, and inlets. Popular seaside resort towns on the Costa Brava include Blanes, Tossa de Mar, and Lloret de March. Take a day to explore and snorkel around the uninhabited Meads Islands, a short boat ride away. Another cool place for sightseeing is a ruined, hilltop monastery, the Monasterio de Saint-Père de Rhodes. Although it's a ruin, most of the structures of the buildings, including the massive church, are intact. The monastery is in the Cap de Creus Natural Park area, quite near the town of Figueras, birthplace of Salvador Dali. The town is home to the large Dali Museum, which the artist himself had a hand in designing and planning. The Spanish city of Segovia is in central Spain, northwest of Madrid. The area is rich with Roman ruins and was also a key city in the post-medieval period of royal rule. There's a Gothic cathedral, with a fascinating museum of religious art, located on the city's Plaza Mayor main square. The Plaza Mayor area is a haven for foodies, as it's filled with restaurants, cafes, and places to get tapas. Sightseeing highlights in Segovia include the Moorish Alcazar fortress and castle, which was believed to be an inspiration for Walt Disney when creating Cinderella's castle for his theme parks. Other must-see attractions include the incredible, double-decked ancient Roman aqueduct and the city's massive 16th-century Gothic cathedral. Tenerife. Tenerife, the biggest of Spain's Canary Islands, provides a complete resort experience. It also provides some of the top golf in Spain. The islands lie in the Atlantic Ocean, off the coast of Morocco, but since they are a popular vacation spot, planes from Spain and other European towns arrive often. Players at the Abama Golf Resort have the option of playing around atop a volcano. Playing the course is like strolling through a botanical park with more than 300 subtropical plant varieties, more than 20,000 palm trees, and 22 lakes. The vistas are what really lure people here, apart from the difficult course. Almost every hole on the high course offers picture-perfect vistas of the nearby island of La Gomera and the Atlantic Ocean. In addition to golf, the resort offers opulent lodging, many excellent eating establishments. Finally, I want to say that I'm so grateful for all of you who have supported me on this journey. Your comments and messages mean the world to me, and I'm always looking for ways to improve and provide the best content possible. Thank you.